Kal Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakadash. All praise, honor, and glory go to the Most High Yahawah in the name of His Son Yahawashi. Back to you with another one from the book of 2 Corinthians 11 and 14 through 15. I'm going to read this in the good news. You know, deceivers like to play righteous. You know, the scripture right here was written about false prophets, but I really wanted to get into not only the false prophets, but just a deceiver themselves, because deceivers love to deceive themselves, and when they deceive themselves, they think that they're being righteous, but ultimately, they're just doing the job of their father, Shaitan. And it says in verse 14, it says, well, no wonder. Even Satan can disguise himself to look like an angel of light. So it's not a great thing for a deceiver or those that, are bringing false messages or, not sticking to what the scriptures say. 2/3 of our people, the black woman, Esau, Edom. It's not a wonder that they try to make themselves more holier than thou in their own sight. It says, so it is no great thing if his servants disguise themselves to look like the servants of righteousness. In the end, they will get exactly what their actions deserve. You look at those gutter rats over there in our land, the Amalek. They portray like they're the Lord's people. While they're having those alphabet people parades, and they're killing different nations, and saying they are the people of the book, knowing that so-called African American, Native American, Latinos are the true Israelites. They have a propaganda against the whole world to keep, to try to get the world to be digital. They want to implement that Michael C-hip. They want to bring in the mark of the beast. They have all things laid out for the destruction of this earth, and only a certain amount of elite people being able to still live. So we're not surprised when even a low-level deceiver tries to come and act like they're righteous. And if you are being deceived in that way and allowing to think that someone is being righteous when they're not, then you might want to pray a little bit harder and ask the Lord to give you some some wisdom. And with that, I just want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakadash.